Okay, and welcome to the 2014 ERU. We're going to do the pod arrival list and who pods belong to. Showing up on Tuesday night was Moose Pod in the 181G. We got here on Tuesday night, and we'll go through each of the pods as they arrive. Okay, and our pod number 2 to show up on mid-Wednesday morning was Rob and Trisha in R&T's pod, and they are in the 175. Okay, and our pod number 3 to show up was on Wednesday evening. This is Woody and Carol. They are our pop-up friends from last year at Goshen who went out and bought their 182G during the Goshen Rally. And here they are this year at the ERU in the 182G. And pod number 4 to show up last night on Wednesday evening was Kevin. And he showed up and is sporting our very first 179 at a rally. So there you go, folks. The first 179, look at that dome is up. It is indeed not all messed up and goofy looking. It looks good.
Because he practiced at home.
Because he practiced at home and got it good. But there's our first 179 here at the ERU, pod number 4, home pod. Okay, and we got pod number 5 that rode in here on Thursday afternoon. This is Debbie and Billy, West Virginia gals. This is the Froggy pod, and it is a 177. And we have pod number 6 showed up here on Thursday. We got a 178 this time, and this is Cherry and Herschel. Okay, and we have arrival pod number 7 of the day here on Thursday. It is the Art Pod 177. It is Pam and Bob in the Art Pod. Okay, and again, we're Thursday afternoon. We have Art Pod number 8 showing up. It is Mark and Beth in the 172, and this is Huron Sailor. Alright, and we got our pod number 9 rolling in right now. This is Tink and the Tinker Pod. Rolling into camp, and she is in the 174. Hello, Tinker Pod.
Our name is on the back of our tire cover.
Okay,
Have
so
you seen our tire cover?
I saw it as you were coming in. So we've got pod number 10 that's rolled in today. And we have another 175. We have Sharon and Rod, and they are in Happy Camper. And I think this is our second 175.
Yes, I think the other Rob does, and this is how you know that we're Happy Camper, because...
And there we go. Pod number 10. Happy Camper here at the rally.
They thought it was kind of funny this many yard pods rolling in.
And look at this, Potters. We have a wild 182G sighting. Randomly showed up at the campground this weekend on their way to other places. But this is Tim and Heather in their 182G. And they just showed up on rally weekend, and we're glad to have them here. Okay, and pod number 11 now rolling in. It is Rick and Rosemary in the Pepper Pod. And they are in the 172. Okay, still Thursday afternoon, and we have pod number 12 that is rode into the ERU. This is Marge and Jim in their 177 Little Bit. Okay, and better late than never, we have pod number 13 rolling in. Fur Pod hosts in their 177.
After some alternator issues.
So there we go, pod 13. And right behind we got pod number 14 rolling in. That is Tank's mom. Also in the 177, and that is Mary. And
Is Mark back for her?
in Mark and Susie.
No, he's not.
And number 13 and Mary. Pod number 14, both 177s. Okay, and we are up to pod number 15 today on Thursday. We have the second 181G to roll in, which is by far the superior pod model that's out there. And this is Bob and Sylvia in their 181G.
Right.
Pod number 15 at the 2014 ERU. Okay, here we are on Friday morning. Our pod number 16 rode in late on Thursday night. But this is our second 179. Some new owners. This is Christopher and Ken in their 179. Our pod number 16 at the rally. Okay, and here we are with pod number 17. Showing up on Friday evening after our second rainstorm. This is our pod 171, Sally and Steve, the tripod.